lot of people actually think it's magic.
You are now listening to a master at work.
A focus followed by a release.
In his flow, in his element. For Wendel Patrick, this is home. No, really, this is his actual home. And with a setup like this, you can imagine he eats, drinks, and sleeps music.
Usually I'm making music in my head. I think some of the most fun that I have is when I'm by myself in my studio and it's like unlocking another level.
An award-winning beat maker, composer, producer, and classically trained pianist. And when he's not in this studio, he's probably down the street in his other one. At the Peabody Institute at Johns Hopkins.
They usually call me Professor Patrick. Sometimes they call me Wendel, which is fine.
This is also his classroom, where he's doing something that's never been done, launching the first ever bachelor's degree in hip-hop.
A Bachelor of Music degree in hip-hop with 4 specific specialties. You can come in and major as a turntablist, as a rapper, as a beatboxer, or as a producer. It's really a performance degree. It's the first of its kind.
Like any other degree program, of course, he needs a staff. It helps if they have a decent resume. Well, how about an MIT professor with a Grammy, a couple of chart-topping hits, and just happens to be one of the most respected rap artists in the hip-hop culture?
Lupe Fiasco is the first faculty hire. In addition to being, one of the finest MCs on the planet, it's just a super brilliant individual, with like a lot of knowledge and wisdom to share.
Students accepted into this program after an audition will have access to the kind of experience you can only get up close with people who've been at the pinnacle of this art form. But you have to come ready to immerse yourself in the genre.
When people think of hip hop, the first image that usually comes to mind is somebody rapping, which makes sense. That's the person that's actually like speaking directly to you, is looking at you. But all of the sonic elements that are behind, or let's say around, the lyrics.
Those elements have gifted him with a career, allowing him to travel around the world and perform alongside some of his heroes, the pioneers he hopes to make proud.
My main job is to do right by Rakim, by Big Daddy Kane, MC Lyte, the people that I looked up to.
You never know, you might look up and one of them could be making a guest appearance in your class. But even with all of his experience and talent, what makes him confident in his ability to lead the future minds of music is because even he is still a student of the game.
Ever since 1984, 1985, I've been a fan, like a real fan. I never want to stop learning. I never want to stop improving.
Despite accomplishing this incredible feat, he's still humbled by the opportunity.
I consider myself very fortunate to be in the service of the students that I teach, and in the service of this art form, and in the service of music in general.
Most of what the artist known as Wendel Patrick does now goes way beyond what he would have ever imagined when he decided to make music his life as just 17-year-old Kevin Gibb. And now he gets to give these students one of the only things he couldn't get in more than 40 years in the game.
There's never been somebody with a hip-hop performance degree. I don't have a hip-hop performance degree.
With that being said, when it comes to this program, what does success actually look like? Maybe it's the next Wendel Patrick. All right, guys, thanks for watching WMAR2 News on YouTube. If you enjoyed that story, why not hit that circle and subscribe? We post stories directly from our newscast right here every single day, and you can watch anytime you want.